Why are you just sitting there? What's your problem? Are you scared? Everything is magic here. We make it up out of thin air. Nothing's complete, nothing's concrete. Sweet or sour, it's what we make. The question is the answer to most everything. The Wookiee, Han, and Luke would sit back and wait. Come on, it's not too late. Clap your hands, stomp your feet, shake your hips, and repeat. Feel the rhythm and the beat. Stroke your hair, kiss the air.
1, 2, 3. In a galaxy far, far away. 1, 2, 3. In a galaxy far, far away. 1, 2, 3.
Hey now, listen up. There's no need to hesitate. There's no stop and celebrate. Every day's a brand new day. Let's get going. What you say? Nothing's complete, nothing's concrete. Sweet or sour, it's what we make. The question is the answer to most everything. And Padme Leia Ray would sit back and wait. Come on, it's not too late. Clap your hands, stomp your feet, shake your hips, and repeat. Feel the rhythm and the beat. Stroke your hair, kiss the air.
1, 2, 3. In a galaxy far, far away. 1, 2, 3.
Clap your hands, stomp your feet, shake your hips, and repeat. Feel the rhythm and the beat. Stroke your hair, kiss the air. In a galaxy far, far away. 1, 2, 3. Clap your hands, stomp your feet, shake your hips, and repeat. Feel the rhythm and the beat. Stroke your hair, kiss the air.
In a galaxy far, far away. 1, 2, 3.
Clap your hands, stomp your feet, shake your hips, and repeat. Feel the rhythm and the beat. Stroke your hair, kiss the air.
In a galaxy far, far away. 1, 2, 3.
Clap your hands, stomp your feet, shake your hips, and repeat. Feel the rhythm and the beat. Stroke your hair, kiss the air.
In a galaxy far, far away. 1, 2, 3.
And we're live
We are live
from Facebook, YouTube, and parts unknown.
So that opening is great, but I want full picture control of my next contract.
Hey, you're in charge of the editing. I'm in charge of the video.
Okay.
The audio, you get the audio. I get the video.
I'm getting some glamour shots made.
I'm thinking what we should do. Well, while Eric Walker's song is playing, we should have video of us lip syncing to it, going "Dare to Dream."
Oh, if only they could see
If
us
any of you
dance.
could see me just kind of dancing
Oh,
along
I know.
with this as it's playing every single time, you would laugh.
Like, you know when you're embarrassed for somebody?
Who we got?
I have no idea what embarrassment is.
We got a good. Yeah, I know. There's no such thing as an embarrassment. Like you know, Bob says, you're never going to see these people again.
We have no shame in our game.
At least not till next Tuesday, anyways. We have a bit of news happened today. Big news happened today.
Big news.
Big news.
We like
Explosive
big
news?
news on this
Explosive news. Okay, Mary was almost tardy. This is the third time Mary was here before you.
show.
Sharing is caring. Third time. It's only what, Tuesday, and I've been on a podcast. Huge news. As Jennifer is saying.
Huge.
So the fireworks are coming back.
Yay!
And
Happily
rather
Ever
quickly.
After is coming back to the Magic Kingdom. I am so excited. I
So-
love that show.
Canada Day the next Thursday after, July 1st.
Where's the summer gone? The summer barely started.
Yeah.
And it's like it's over already. What the hell happened here?
We're only 2 weeks into June. You know, let's look at it that way. The tequila glass is 3/4 full.
There you go.
The summer tequila is there.
So yeah, so is it just Magic Kingdom or Epcot and Hollywood Studios?
I
as
think
well?
they said Epcot as well.
Yeah.
I think
How
they
about
said Magic
Studios?
Kingdom and Epcot.
Studios. Yes, no. Is the Star Wars fireworks back?
What I read was Magic Kingdom and Epcot.
Mary
what I
is
can
ready
tell
for
you right
summer to be over. You know what? Away, so am I actually.
Oh
You
my
know-
God. We were trying to sit out on our deck earlier, and it was like 91 degrees, and I'm like, "This is almost too hot."
Epcot forever, Mary is saying.
You know,
nothing
I-
in Studios.
See, I don't mind the summer heat. My next Disney World trip is at Christmas time, so I want to leapfrog over this year.
No, I believe Magic Kingdom and Epcot only. Jennifer is saying. Okay,
that's what I
Magic
understood
Kingdom
as
only,
well.
says Katie. So it's and then July 4th in Disneyland, Independence Day. The sooner summer is over, the sooner I can go to Walt Disney.
Fireworks
That's
are
actually
back, people! Yay!
last day of school for Mary's kids. You know, here the last day of school is June 30th. Traditionally, is like
Really?
yeah,
That's
we go
that's
right.
later than here. I think like the end of May was basically when we were done with school. Is that
Yeah, no, yeah. The last, like, pretty much June 30th is the last day of school.
But I
here.
know a lot of other places are later than that.
Yeah.
I know some
And,
people,
go ahead, Jay.
I know small people go to this place called school. I just don't know what the times are, the dates. The whole parenting world is a mystery to me. So
Yeah.
I know you dropped them off.
Parenting, I have no idea what that's about. I just remember being a small child once
Yeah.
back in the day. You were a small child once, right? You weren't just like hatched like this, full grown last
No,
week.
I came out of a lab. I'm very Herman Munster.
No, okay. I
There's pieces of me from all over
would
the
believe
world.
that of you. End of George. So
Poor George. Hey, speaking of George,
I give him so much of a hard time, and I shouldn't.
we had an announcement last Saturday. For those of you
did.
that missed it,
We did.
If you,
Speaking of
if you
George.
enjoy this show, you're going to love our second show we're doing every week, starting Saturday morning, 10 a.m.
10
Eastern.
a.m. Eastern.
Eastern. Yes, it's
Very
going to
good
be
to
Grand
specify
Circle
that.
Tour Live, part 2 of the week, I guess. Grand Circle Coffee Talk.
It's coffee talk. It's Saturday
Yes.
coffee talk.
So bring your Grand Circle Tour mugs with you, and and have a cup of coffee,
And let us
Well, yeah,
entertain
so if
you.
you've been
and have
listening to
George
these
ruin your
guys
day.
doing this coffee talk show,
Yeah.
I mean, you were up to like episode 9,
Yeah.
recording it as a podcast and releasing it or as part of our show. Now you can listen to them live every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern.
Yes.
So by all means, check those guys out. I hear they're pretty good.
George isn't alive, and he isn't even here.
We are going to be a
Tina is
Saturday
trying to figure out my
cartoon.
shirt. I'll do a close up. It's actually I'm working on my Toy Story bench. I thought I'd wear my Toy Story shirt.
Oh,
So it
there you
has
go.
like the Buzz Lightyear from Space Command thing, the Ranger, the Pixar ball, a Toy Story. Where am I here? The Toy Story logo over here.
With the stripes, my immediate thought was more like popcorn bucket, but you know.
Well, I wear this, and my wife says to me, she goes, "Where's your paper hat?" She says.
See, I went to Candy Striper first.
Yeah, she always every time I wear it, she thinks it's there. Mary sees the Pixar ball. Yes, it's a Pixar shirt.
But as Jay is saying,
So-
they are your Saturday morning cartoons. So grab your cereal and your milk and sit down
And
and
we
listen to
kinda-
the Coffee Talk guys talk.
We kind of go in without a plan. It's just whatever happens, happens, and you get to listen. But now you get to watch, and we are wacky.
So are you guys going for like half an hour or a full hour? What's the
We've
plan
been
there?
clocking in an hour. About every episode's been an hour, so I think we're going to stick with that.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that works. That totally works. So
Gives everyone a chance to just kind of bat around the room, and we really want it to feel like you're at Starbucks, hanging out with coffee, having some Disney talk.
Katie, isn't
yeah,
it too
so you
hot
just
to be
kind
wearing
of
a
talking
beard?
about like what's going on in the Disney World that week, and
And the entire Disney World. Plus, we catch up on what we're reading, what we're listening to, what we're watching. What's tingling our molecules in entertainment outside of Disney as well, but mostly Disney.
Are you guys going to be doing a tip of the week?
Yes, we are.
absolutely. See, that is the right answer.
So you guys got to think of that now too.
Yes, we do.
Here it is. Oops, there it is. Like Saturday morning coffee talk live.
I like that. Now I want a whole new intro video with new pictures. I'm going to go to Glamour Shots and some nice, Photoshop touch
Get
ups.
those glamour shots. I'm sure Stan can put something together for you. But you got to
When
do
we
that
do
part first.
our group tour where all of us are together, I'll do it then. How about that?
Yeah, what are we doing now? We need to do that. Okay.
I got busy. I'm off this week, but I'm crazy busy. I got a lot going on. That's Mary, a Spirit jersey for Katie. That's way too hot in Florida. Are you kidding me?
So
And
I
now
want
we-
to show off
plus-
something.
Oh, the other big news too. The ambassadors for
Yes.
Expedition Roasters.
We are ambassadors for Expedition Roasters. So I know Jay was giving us a hard time on our last live show about they're not our sponsors. They are now.
They are now.
They are, in a sense. I mean, so if you follow a link to Expedition Roasters with one of our referral codes in that link, we get a little bit of money kickback from the order that you place. So, and Expedition Roasters is some good coffee. I've been having that pretty steadily since I learned about them. They have a lot of good flavors. They don't have that chemically flavor that I get from a lot of other flavored coffees. And we really love them. We just ordered a couple more bags of the that was the caramel one, the not charming caramel crunch. I can't remember the name now. All of a sudden, I went a total blank.
We're great ambassadors.
See, if you tied it to your
Prospectors Brew.
attraction,
Cunning caramel crunch.
if
That's
you
what it
tied
is.
it to your attraction like I did, I can say the Jungle Skipper Banana Pie is without a doubt my favorite coffee on planet Earth. And it just so happens to be the Skipper's Brew.
Yeah, it's the cunning caramel crunch. That's what it is.
Red
If you
velvet,
stay
that's
on
what I-
brand, this wouldn't be a problem.
The red velvet is good. So yeah, and if you're new, if you don't have, if you've never ordered before, you get 15% off your first order using our link as well.
That's fantastic. I also love the Ghoulish Delight, which is a cinnamon bun flavored coffee.
Mary needs to send me more. She says. I won't argue. I won't argue with that because I'm out.
So yeah, they have a lot of great flavors. Check them out. They have wonderful artwork. They're lightly Disney themed. I mean, in the sense that no copyright infringement is involved.
I have a special announcement to make about the artwork that I can't announce, but I am super excited about some new artwork that's coming for Expedition Roses. I heard about.
Oh wow, nice.
So, yeah, I can't announce it just yet. I don't have the permission, but I got some inside information of something that's coming,
Fair enough.
and I'm excited. I'm really excited. I can hardly wait to we even unveil that one. We should actually call it Grand Circle Tour Brew. Is what we should call it.
I am definitely looking forward to
You know what? I would have that on display in my home at all times.
Yeah. Hey, why don't you submit our logo as an art cover for them?
You know what? I think I shall.
We should do that.
We should.
Yes, I saw the new ink and paint flavor. What does that one taste like?
Well, it's supposed to be like I think it's like kind of a birthday cake flavored, so I'm guessing kind of a vanilla-y
Okay.
one with maybe a little.
Mary
little
says
more.
the crumb cake one is good too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go to the tip of the week. Now we're done.
Well, before we do that,
Okay.
I have one more thing I want to share with everyone.
Mhm.
So last week we had
gotta
Derek
go
Collier
solo
on here, talking about his signs, the Satisfactual Sign Company.
Yes.
I did finally get my sign.
Wow. That's awesome.
So this is the Black Spire Outpost. This is the new one that he was talking about, where he is doing more of a weathered patina look to it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it looks fantastic. I'm very excited to have this, and I wanted to show that off before we moved on.
Hey, Justin, does he have any Tower of Terror in his shop? I haven't had a chance to look yet.
I haven't seen a Tower of Terror, but there is an Indiana Jones that I really, really want.
T9 wants to know how I get inside information. I was talking to somebody that has some inside information. T9 thinks that's really cool.
See, Stan has more friends than you can ever imagine.
Yeah.
Because he's a people person. This just is.
People person.
All right, so tip of the week.
Tip of the week. Let's go. Speaking of the tip of the week, I got a sliver on the tip of my finger.
So the tip of the week, as always, is brought to you by Dream Creators Travel. If you can imagine it, they can.
If you can dream it, they can create it.
One of these days.
Oh, I will get this one someday. Really, someday. Maybe not. So, tip for getting a hard to find dining reservation is, first of all, try Open Table. The website offers more availability through the than through the My Disney Experience. Second option, call the restaurant directly. And I have definitely used this more than once. I've used this for hotels as well, but call the restaurant directly. They can often have more availability than you'll find on the apps themselves.
And I can tell you, the Open Table one, I have friends that tell me that is their hidden secret they don't share. So if they're watching, they're going to be mad at me.
If they're giving us a tip, we're going to use it. So Jennifer says she does this all the time. Eat chicken with both fingers, both hands. That's what she does.
I assume that's what she means. Yeah.
That's what I'm assuming too.
Yeah. I mean, she could mean that she uses Open Table or that she calls the restaurant directly, but I'm going to guess that this is what she means.
No, that
really.
Mr. Bean image is me and Mindy at the Plaza Inn with the fried chicken. We look like two caveman carnivores.
So as always,
me on the
our
cruise
tip of
ship,
the week-
actually.
And we growl if you get too close.
Justin, were you with us when we were eating the crab legs in Alaska?
No.
Oh, okay. That crab leg dinner we had at Alaska. All you can eat crab legs, and we just had a pile of shells in the middle of our table when we were done. It was crazy. Anyways,
So as always, our tip of the week is brought to you by Dream Creators Travel, and you should also check out Busy Moms Planning Disney, which is run by Jennifer and Julissa of Dream Creators Travel, which is a great place to find a lot of these tips as well as a lot of other useful information on planning your Disney vacation.
And the offer we have currently going with them, not only is your trip, they don't charge you. It's free for them to book your trip for you. They pay you.
Absolutely. And if you mention that you heard about them from Grand Circle Tour podcast and you book at least a 3-night, 3-day vacation, they will send you a $25 gift card. And who couldn't use an extra $25 when you're at Disney?
Yeah,
I can buy at least one.
Podcast?
What was that?
what do you say?
What if you're from the Grand Circle Tour podcast? You should get that gift card. Asking for a friend.
Well, if you get the $25 gift card, you can buy at least one waffle cone at the ice cream shop. So
No,
Jennifer,
that's
says she does live in the South and she eats chicken that way.
well, thank you, Mary. Jennifer is very helpful. Absolutely.
So are we saying, Jay?
I can't remember now.
Oh, okay.
It was there and it was gone.
He was making fun of the fact that what if we are from the Grand Circle Tour podcast? Can we still take advantage of this offer?
Asking for a friend.
And that might be a
George.
question for Jennifer or Jaleesa. So
The other thing happened today, Disneyland opened for out-of-state tourists.
Yeah.
And it was busy. Did you see this?
I would turn around and go home.
This is like their what was it? They had their 75th or their 50th anniversary in 2020.
65th.
65th. That's crazy. This is the line to get in the morning. This is the queue waiting to get in for rope drop.
I haven't seen that for a while.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I literally would walk away, go home.
I wouldn't, because the person taking this picture is ahead of all of those people. You're much closer at the front of the line at this
Yeah,
point.
but I found out the hard way. They get mad if you run when you're the first in.
Well,
Mary's saying
they get a
she
little
just ordered.
cranky, but
No, they don't like running, but they've never specified skipping, so you can get away with that.
Why
you
is
know,
my-
generally, as long as you stay behind where they are, they're not upset. It's when you try to sprint ahead of them. that
It's
they
when you
are.
leapfrog a trash can to get over
And then,
them.
and then I've seen them like tackle people and tase them and throw them into a dumpster. And, you know, you don't want to hear about any of this.
That's why you have to outrun them on your way to Haunted Mansion. You just book it.
2 bags coming my way. Mary says. All right. I don't need their sponsorship. I got Mary to take care of it. T9 says she would leave. She doesn't trust the vaccine that much. Well, that's the other thing, too, that is, my gosh.
I trust the vaccine. What I don't trust is people.
Yeah. Other people I don't trust.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's a general rule, not just this.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, that is awesome. Awfully nice of you, Mary. Thank you. Shipping
Just bring it up for the
is
whole
as
class,
much as
Mary?
2 bags. Well, I know shipping is.
Oh, the cost of shipping is as
Yeah.
much as 2 bags of
Yeah.
coffee. I would believe that, especially going to Canada.
At least it was outside. Yeah, that's true. The line was outside.
Yeah, but in what heat?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, guys,
Yes.
are you okay with everything going on at Disney right now?
I'm not sure I'm okay with much of anything going on in the world right now, but let's talk about Disney instead.
So I thought I got to thinking there's some things I'm not okay with.
Sure.
Like,
Well,
Do you have a for instance?
let's go into some of them. Let's go to some of them. We'll see what if you guys agree with me or if you disagree with me. Just to make it clear, I didn't come up with these. Are you okay with? So don't blame me for this.
Sure, we'll go with that story.
why do I come into these blind without doing the homework first?
Are you okay?
Because that's how you are.
I know. I like to be as surprised as everybody else.
It was Mary's birthday, and she bought me. It was Mary's birthday today. Oh, happy birthday, Mary!
Yeah.
Well, happy
I'm gonna be
birthday.
I haven't been on Facebook much.
Yeah. Did Facebook?
Mary's
tell
not
me
okay
that?
that everything isn't opening. Well, that's a good one. Example. Are you okay with that? They're letting more people in. They're opening fireworks, but everything's not open yet. Hoop de Doo's not open yet. Port Orleans Riverside's not open yet. Are you okay with that? That's an for instance. Anyways,
I think if you're going down right now, you have to be okay with it.
say that.
I think if you're going down right now, you have to be okay with it. You don't have a
You have
choice.
to be, you kind of have to be okay with what is or is not open. I
Well,
mean,
are
when
you okay with-
I went down several months ago, and I had to kind of just be okay with what was there and what wasn't there. But that was a choice I made based on really wanting to be back to my safe space of the Disney World.
Okay, hang on here. Mary's saying it's Holly's birthday now. Is it Holly's birthday? Oh, it's her birthday month. I don't get to her birthday.
We're not celebrating her all month. No, she gets a
Okay,
day.
we're getting way off topic.
Yeah, I Okay, happy birthday, Holly. If it's your geez,
Well, happy
close.
birthday to Mary or Holly or whoever's birthday it is this month.
And I think Holly's
Happy birthday to
is
everyone.
Happy unbirthday to everyone whose birthday
Happy
isn't today.
birthday to you. Okay.
I'm completely lost now. It's off the rails. We're off the rails.
We are totally off the rails.
Holly's gone 1 week, and look at you guys. You're a mess.
I know, right?
Exactly.
Apparently, Holly is the one who keeps us on track.
Okay, now it's Katie's birthday today.
No, Katie is saying it's not Holly's birthday. Okay.
Okay, not birthday to Mary.
So it's
Okay.
everyone's own birthday. We're all
You know what? We've gotten
So
so
the
far off
whole-
track. No one gets a birthday today. It's over. No birthdays today.
Okay. Are you okay with fireworks shows emphasizing projections over fireworks? Where the fireworks are taking the back seat and they're more constant. People are going
Yes.
to see more because of projections versus the
Yes.
Okay, so you look at something like, say, Happily Ever After, and it's a wonderful show and an absolutely fantastic score. I love the music. There's a lot of projections. You have to kind of be close enough to see those projections to really get the full experience.
Right.
Whereas when it was just fireworks and music, you could be like, say, off in the Contemporary and seeing it from there, or off in, whatever hotel room or bungalow in the at the Polynesian, wherever you could see the fireworks, you could hear the music, and get that kind of experience. But now you kind of have to be close enough to see those projections on the castle. So that's the question. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, no, I mean, we have to live with it, and I think all of these we either lump it or don't or leave. But yeah, I prefer the fireworks shows that aren't relying so much on projections. Steve says no, he's not happy. He's not okay.
And I'm the opposite of you guys here because I can see a fireworks show anywhere. Where else can I see Cinderella Castle literally come to life?
Well,
the thing for me is like Cinderella Castle. I mean, that's fantastic. There's a lot of space, and where you can be in and see those projections. But at Hollywood Studios, when they're doing the projections on the show building there, I feel like it's a little more difficult sometimes to kind of see where to kind of get into a good position to see everything. But mostly I just love the shows. So I mean, if you can get into position, they're fantastic. But I have had people comment to me when I've talked about loving these shows that if you are not in a good position to see those projections, you don't get as good of an experience.
See, the Star Wars show at Hollywood Studios, I look at that more as a projection show than a fireworks show, whereas Happy Ever After, Wishes, I look at more as being fireworks shows. And I enjoy being able to watch them from different vantage points and enjoying them just the same, if not more, either behind the castle, in Adventureland, in Fantasyland. And you can't do that with Happy Ever After. I mean, you can, but it's better if you watch it from in front of the castle. And it's so darn crowded in front of the castle all the time.
That's what the dessert parties are great for.
Yeah.
Well, it depends. It depends on the dessert party too. I mean, where
Yeah.
your dessert party is going to be sitting. Isn't
See, I
I
agree
mean
with
for
Tina.
something like World of Color, those seats are fantastic. For
Yeah.
some of the seats for Happily Ever After, if you're going to be like off in what is it, Tomorrowland Terrace,
Yeah.
I mean, those aren't necessarily great seats, even though they are seats.
They also had 2 viewing options for the dessert party for Wishes before. They had one on the west side of Main Street and one over in Tomorrowland Terrace.
Well, they also used to use the green area too for the dessert party
Yeah.
people as well. Which I've done. I've done that and Tomorrowland Terrace, and I love the green area, the grassy area in front of the castle. That's the best place to watch them by far.
Okay, who else calls it the grassy knoll?
Yeah, I know. I call it Central Park. all
And
the
when
time.
we were on our ABD trip to Hong Kong and Shanghai, where we had seats for those shows, I mean, those were fantastic. But to say it's like, well, the dessert party is going to fix everything, it really does depend on where those seats are going to be.
Yeah, and how many Ziploc bags you bring.
Are you okay with cavalcades replacing parades? Absolutely.
Now, here's the thing. Now, I love the cavalcades. I mean, I was there in February, and of course, so they were still doing those instead of the parades. And I actually love those more than the parades. I get where people might like the parades, but the cavalcades were shorter and they didn't like impede my traffic to get from one part of the park to the other as much as the parades can, where they have to shut everything down and then let the parade go through and then slowly open things up. So I kind of liked that a little better. And you still got the chance to see the characters. In fact, you got more chances throughout the day instead of like this 1-3 o'clock parade.
CT9 wants cavalcades and parades. Mary is saying parades can be a bore. See, this here is like the Halloween cavalcades are sad. I think I would like to see daytime cavalcades, and during like the Hallowishes, during the Christmas party, have parades then. Then it's something even more special that it's a parade during the party is what I would like to see, and just have cavalcades during the day.
I'm not saying like parades should completely go away, but just kind of like the normal day-to-day thing. It just seems like those cavalcades worked a little better for giving people just this little opportunity to see the characters and dancing and the music and all of that. And then it was short and over. And then an hour later, another one would come through instead of just having like one big parade.
Yeah.
During the day that everyone has to
all the tape
gather up
down and
to
all
see.
that. Oh, it's a pain. Mary says that the parade. Holly said the parades are bored, but Mary says she likes them. Jennifer prefers them. She prefers the cavalcades.
Now I like.
There you go. Winner,
personally,
chicken
I like
dinner.
the nighttime parades.
Having a nighttime parade and daytime cavalcades.
Now I love the nighttime parades. I love my Electrical Main Street parade. I love Paint the Night. I love those parades. And I will sit around and wait for those for hours because I love them so much. And if that makes me a hypocrite, so be it. But I love those parades more so than the daytime.
Dare you show love to the Electric Light Parade? It's been 25 years and I still have nightmares about the original closing.
What about you, Jay? Do you think are you okay with cavalcades replacing parades?
Actually, yeah. And I was going to say pass Alex on this one because I don't ever watch parades. They're just not my thing. But if a cavalcade comes by, I'll be more inclined to watch it.
Yeah, that's how I feel too.
Now,
I think I watched the parades twice, and one time I was waiting for somebody.
Yeah. I worked at Disneyland the year we closed Electric Light Parade. And let's just say I still have nightmares. The emotional scars are in here and in here.
But, honestly, I mean, for me, the parades were time to go hit some of the rides that were otherwise having long lines. Whereas the cavalcades, I would sit and watch them because they're short enough that I can go, hey, I enjoy this, and then go back into doing the rest of my theme park experience.
Yeah, this one's for Jay.
Uh-oh.
Are you okay with riding the Skyliner?
Yeah, we talked about this on our last show a bit. And the fact that it was like the fact that the Skyliner is having a problem again is more of
Okay.
the issue than that the fact that the Skyliner has been having a problem.
Issue 1, it's a Wonkavator. It's just glass all the way to the floor. Secondly, it's 200 feet in the air over dangerous terrain. No, I'm not okay with it.
With alligators in the bottom.
Oh,
With alligators and
Oh,
traffic and
Are you saying
it
that the
stops and-
Skyliner, the version of the Skyliner I rode in Hong Kong where we had a glass bottom as well would be a total no for you?
hell no. It's just not no. I don't have a beep button to tell you how much of a no it is. And I don't have a problem with heights, but the Skyliner, I had to stare at my shoes and be like, "Are we done yet? Are we done yet?"
Mary says that Steve wants to be stuck in it so he can get a free annual pass. I don't know that they give annual passes. You might have to be
I
stuck there for
don't think
quite a
they've
while.
got any annual
Yeah.
passes yet, but it depends on how long you get stuck up there, I suppose.
Yeah, T9 is not sure. Heights is not exactly her thing.
It was terrifying. I had to call my spouse and be like, "Talk me down off the ledge. I'm not doing well. I've gone white." We pulled into the Riviera station. I wasn't even open yet. I honestly thought, "What if I hop out? What are they going to do? What are they going to say to me if I literally cannot do your scary death cab in the sky?"
Katie says that Katie has not been on the Skyliner. She lives in Florida.
If you're afraid of heights, don't do it.
I'm not sure if I'd like it because I'm afraid of heights. So I don't already have a.
I guess the thing is,
true,
it's like,
it's true.
I'm not afraid of heights, so I can't really judge that. But
The blind guy winning AP.
but it didn't seem scary to me. It was just a conveyance from point A to point B.
I've decided next time I go, it's going to be at night that I ride the Skyliner, so I can't see all the scary terrain. And I'm going to have my other half there to hold my hand and just pat my head like I'm an anxious puppy, just kind of calm me down.
Monica has a fear of
If
heights.
that works for you, I'm not here to judge.
Yeah, I agree. It's so smooth and easy to ride. I enjoy him. I enjoy him so much. The first mistake is gone without it. It was because I drive to the parks and you don't stay. Yeah, but Katie, you should go for a ride at least. Try him out. Alrighty. Are you okay with paying to purchase for additional items to ride Web Slingers in its full gaming capacity? I'm not overly familiar with this. Are you guys?
So the new Web Slingers, the new Spider-Man ride.
Christopher says he'll take video next time you go.
So you're in a car. As I understand it, you're in a car. You get to you can kind of move your hands in a certain ways to kind of sling webs.
Do
But
this
now,
and you get every one of them.
but you can also buy.
Do the Kermit the Frog impersonation.
You can also buy
get every
extra.
If you're mad at the person next to you,
You can also
Sorry,
buy
Justin.
extra things that give you extra abilities within that ride, within that virtual ride system. Whether it's like electrified webs or Iron Man style repulsors or what have you. So Disney is basically selling add-ons to one of their attractions.
yeah, if you play video games, it's the same thing as DLC, downloadable content it's additional content you pay for to enhance your game experience.
Right. But so are you okay with that? Is kind of a question, and I'm not sure.
How much?
I
How much
am.
more are we talking here? Is it like $5? Or is it $50?
30
We're
to
talking like
60.
35. I think it was like $35 for one part, and another $25 for another part. that
Holy
you can
cow!
add on to the $35 part.
And is how big is this thing?
It's,
Big enough to hold onto your arm.
Yeah.
I mean, from here to here.
See, I'm okay with buying that, but I'm not okay with carrying it around all day.
oh,
And so you're going to be, you not only have to carry it around all day, and they say, well, you can bring it back.
wait a minute. You're not going to be like me. You're not going to wear it all day, and every time you see a character go pew pew pew.
Not in California
Well,
heat.
You
Not
can
in
certainly
Florida
do
heat. Not in
that,
Winnipeg heat. I'm not bringing a
but the
plastic
point
thing on
is
my arm all
that
day.
you are buying it for this ride, for this
I'll be doing
one
it all day to
attraction.
everybody. Sorry.
You're right. You're buying this. You're buying this. $25 thing for this one attraction
Well, Holly's saying
in this
62.
one park.
But see, I think I'm okay with it because I've spent a lot of money on digital content on games because you get more. It's a way of getting more out of the game, and unlike that where it's a digital product, this is something I can take home. And being a Disney collector, being a geek, I can put this on my shelf. I can bring it back. My only real problem with it is it should look nicer for that price.
I'll give you that as well, but it's
So then-
just, I don't know. It just
After you
seems
ride,
like
you're carrying this around all day.
Oh, dude, you know me. I would carry that around all day.
Oh, we got a special guest. So basically, you're carrying this around the park all day after.
Holly, I've been trying to keep these guys in line for you. Holy cow. I have a whole new respect for you. I didn't realize you were a mom at home and a mom here too.
Right?
Jeez. You said I could feed him pizza, give him some soda, but you tell me how bad they behave while he's
Those in the pockets aren't working. Okay, let's see what the chat says about this, and then we'll see what Holly says. Guy, I think I know what Holly's going to say. Scott says, "Hell yes, he'll pay it to get the better experience." Disney has a lot of money, and so if they can, they charge. They will. T9 says, "Nope, probably not." He doesn't want to be part of that. If you play games, you can buy
I
extra
will.
things, like Jay said.
I will buy it to be annoying all day. Let's just be honest.
See, here's the thing. I will probably buy it. I just can't say that I'll be happy about it.
You're going to wear his web slingers.
I had to buy it.
You know what? I once paid $20 for a certain skin of General Grievous, so I can't be mad at this in any way.
Tina says it's a hard no
Well,
for her.
I think as I was logging in, Justin, were you saying this is how I feel? If they could use it in other aspects of the land or other rides or something, then totally. But you have to get in the queue for this. The chances of you getting an actual boarding pass for this one ride, like you can't ride it over and over and over again, so that would be completely different if you could continue to ride it and not have to just get one boarding pass.
It sounds like a great
Mary has
thing
the
if you
right
have an annual pass.
Mary has the
Right?
right answer. She says, "I'm not okay with doing it, but if somebody else wants to do it, that's their choice."
Yeah.
And you know what this reminds me of?
It
Remember,
is certainly your choice. I don't dispute that. It feels wrong that someone who maybe this is their once in a lifetime trip, and they don't necessarily, they spent all their money to get here, and they don't necessarily have a lot of money for like all the extras and whatnot.
And
They don't get the same experience that someone who's like, money bags like me and can afford to just go, yeah, fine, I'll spend another $50 on
Right.
on this
But you
one
don't
ride
get-
experience.
I wouldn't be okay with it if you had a lesser ride experience. You're just paying a little bit more to get more. And I think just because the video games, I'm okay. Like, because if this is your one time, it's not going to make a difference to you whether you pew pew differently or not.
it may be wrong, pal, but it feels so right. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of, remember the glow at the show ears?
Yep.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is what that is. You would wear those ears that would glow different colors, and they would match with illuminations, and
How long did that last?
and they were like heavy, hot, awkward to carry around all day, and it made your experience a little bit better.
And the person sitting behind you a little bit worse.
Yeah. But remember talking
But did they
Mickey,
And
really
it didn't
make your
last long.
experience that
And it
much
didn't last
better?
long. And I think that's what's going to happen with these. I don't think it's going to last long. I think that these will be around for a while. Then they're going to be like, well, no one's buying them. Nobody wants to carry them around all day.
does
Mhm.
anybody remember My Pal Mickey? This
Yeah.
is the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think I don't see these lasting very long. I really don't. And then what happens to the attraction?
Yeah.
It's not going to
I mean,
make a
so
difference.
they-
You'll just have something that once they discontinue it, you'll have a souvenir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm more interested in trying the Wookiee version on Smuggler's Run. The Chewbacca, where
Okay.
everybody.
I will do that with you. I've got the code.
I really
got the
want to
cheat
do that one. Okay. Oh, Holly, was your? I think I know your answer.
No, I mean, and if I could use them in other aspects of the land, and I don't know, but especially it comes out to you have to really get both pieces, and it comes out to right around $62, I think, because my
Yeah.
friend bought 2 sets, one for
I
each
mean,
of
that's
her
a lot of
kids.
money to spend on one attraction that you're maybe going to get to one time on your trip.
You better really like that attraction to buy extra content for it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
if you don't, I mean, do you feel like, and you're like, say you're a Spider-Man fan, do you feel like you maybe missed out on some of that opportunity?
They should let you rent them.
Ooh, gross. I
You
don't want
wear the
someone's
3D
arm sweat on
glasses.
me.
Well,
No,
I mean, it would be the same thing as all of the 3D glasses that we
Exactly.
get for free.
Rent them for $5. I don't know.
Oh,
Oh,
Steve
that's
says
cool, Steve.
he liked Mike Pal Mickey because it described things in the park,
Yeah.
which is nice.
Sure.
He and I had to
makes
carry
sense.
him to the parks once.
I have no idea what that is, but I'm kind of figuring it out. So
Okay, are you okay with the lack of nighttime parades such as Paint the Night at the parks? No, I'm not okay with it.
So apparently Jay has scars
man.
that
I'm not
I had
going
not
anymore.
known about.
I'm
Only
on a
one
refund.
parade. Only one parade has actually hurt me here and hurt me here.
I like what you
And
guys
I'm
were
not sure
saying, what
this is
Dan was
the-
saying
the,
in
the
T9.
therapeutic session for you to really unload. But
Been
I love
25
the
years.
nighttime parades. I love, especially Paint the Night.
Yeah.
that has become my new favorite now that Electrical Light Parade has gone away. But I love Paint the Night.
Mm-hmm. I like
And I-
what you guys were saying, the cavalcades during the day, and then the nighttime parades like Paint the Night and, you know, colorful, pretty, fun ones at night. That's perfect.
Yeah. I
You guys
I
are
only got
saying
to see-
no to the rentals, but you guys wear the 3D glasses over and
don't.
over for all the other rides.
That's what I was just saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I already saw the Main Street Electrical Parade. It's the only nighttime parade I've ever seen, and the one in the water, the electric water pageant.
See, you know, I have seen
in the booth
Paint the
view.
Night a couple of times. I think at 2 different parks even.
Mhm.
So yeah, I absolutely love that parade.
Hi, Victor. Victor's doing a Toy Story bench as well.
Victor.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. Anyone else? It seems like everyone else they don't want to say they're okay with it or they're not okay with it. There's no comments here.
Scott
I'm
was
not okay
saying-
with it just because people go to that and not get in line for rides. So for me, it's I'm getting 2 quick rides while someone's watching a parade.
Right. That's what Scott just said in the comments.
Oh, I missed it.
Keep the nighttime parades because
Yeah.
the line for pirates is empty.
Mhm.
If you time it
Keaton's
just
telling me
right,
Electrical
Pirates
Parade
and
is
Mansion.
Magic Kingdom. I like the electrical parade. I don't know you though, Jay.
Yeah, the
but-
electrical light parade is like one that I saw. That was the first nighttime parade I ever saw. And so it was magical to me because I didn't even know I was like young and stupid. I was like first time in parks and had no idea what to expect. And that just sort of came out of nowhere for me because I had no idea this was going to happen. And so it was just this totally magical experience for me. And I just,
Yeah.
You know, Justin, I felt the same way until I worked City Hall that fateful summer.
Are you okay with Magical Express being replaced presumably by a paid for options? I'll tell you, I'm not thrilled about it, but I do admire it that we're getting to prepared for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so like, what is it? Mears Transportation has been saying they're gonna maybe offer something, even if Disney isn't. And I'm
Mhm.
assuming that's going to be a paid option that you're going to have.
But
to,
we're already in June. Somebody needs
Yeah.
to announce something with some pricing, like now.
yeah, we need pricing. We need details. Are they going to still pick up the luggage like Magical Express used to do? I mean, are
No
we
way.
still? I mean, because that was part of the
Yeah.
experience, right? I mean,
I've
Yeah,
never
yeah,
used it,
because-
but I know people love it.
Exactly. Yeah.
I loved it. I loved it because it's like I get off the plane, go downstairs, get on the bus, and not worry about all of the luggage and all of that. I could just get to the room, get checked in, get to the parks, and be done. And know when I got back to the room, my luggage would be there. It was all done and dusted and fine.
When I went to Orlando for Star Wars Celebration, we rented a house instead of staying on Disney property because the Celebration was nowhere near Disney property. And when I got to at the airport, I almost just walked out without getting. Oh crap! I gotta get my luggage. they don't bring it to my house here that I rented.
That's funny.
Where do I go for that? I never got my luggage before. So yeah, I really enjoy having that, especially the luggage service.
And I
More than
hope whoever
anything else.
takes over, I hope that Mears will continue to do the luggage portion of it, not just the transportation.
Yeah.
They're going to do it for a fee.
Well, it needs to
I'm
be
sure they'll
included
do it
with
for a
the
fee, but
original
I'm
fee.
hoping that they would at least. I'm hoping that if they're going to do it for a fee, if they're going to replace Magical Express with that paid service, that they'll still pick up my luggage and take it as
Yeah.
well, because that was
Right.
that was part of the experience. That was
What
that-
I wonder,
that made it work.
what I
Really.
wondered too, just is that a contract thing with the bellman? I mean, how does that tipping in their unions work? I used to manage those guys. That's why I ask, because there's just a whole unknown about
Yeah.
with the luggage.
That's
I mean,
true.
you can't just have Mears go to the hotel room.
Mm-hmm.
So if they say-
and
if they
so
say it's
still
$10
have to have an agreement with
Yeah.
Disney
'Cause
to
you-
even get in there or to drop
Well,
it
right
off.
now
or-
it's $6 if you have like Instacart or Amazon or whoever
Yeah.
drop off your food at the hotel, at the resort at the front, and they bring it to
Mhm.
your room. It's $6. So maybe it would be something like that.
Yeah. That's what I was going to ask. So if they say it's like $10 for the bus ride and another $6 per suitcase,
I'm okay with that if I know that the bellman who's going to deliver the luggage or pick it up is going to get part of that as a tip.
yeah,
But here we're starting to get $10 here, $20 there,
Mhm.
$5
Yeah.
here. Could have
Yeah, it
rented a
starts to add
car
up.
for that.
Yeah.
It adds up pretty quick, doesn't it? And pretty
Yeah.
soon we're like,
It's not worth it.
now you're like, is that extra expense worth it on top of the park tickets and the hotel room and all the other expenses
Exactly.
you put in to getting here in the first place, where
Yeah.
it used to be
Yeah.
Well, and
kind
not
of
just
built into that
ex-
price.
but just the stress on top of it. The stress of making your dining reservations, your fast pass reservations, the stress on top of it from the minute you get to the park, stressing about all this scheduled fun you're supposed to have.
Well, I guess that's why you use dream creators, right? You just say, "Here's what I have
Because
to
if
say."
you can dream it, they
Absolutely.
can create
This is
it.
why you have
there
a
you go.
travel agent.
I
to
could
keep some
dream
of
with
the stuff
somebody
up
bringing my luggage to my
ahead
room.
of time.
If you can dream it, they can create it, guys.
And it's like it's right there in the name, and yet I always struggle with saying it. I have no idea why.
Are you okay with placing mobile food orders in place of standing in line?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely, 1,000 times. Yes.
Yes, but not when you have to place it 7 hours in advance. Like when I'm hungry, I want to be able to place my order and not have all the time slots sold out until 10 o'clock p.m. So absolutely. But
Well, I would have to say I've never had that experience.
I will
Yeah.
gladly schedule mine
I would
24.
totally like go to a different restaurant then if that's the case.
well, there
because
wasn't any other options at Disneyland. They
really,
were just out.
You
Yeah.
could have had a
like,
Monte Cristo.
nope, you couldn't.
You could have had a Monte
Everything
Cristo.
was sold out. All the time slots were like taken hours in advance. So then you eat.
wow.
Now, how does it work with the mobile orders? Say you don't want cheese on your burger, or you don't want, you know what I
can
mean?
customize it.
Can you
Yeah.
customize it?
Yeah,
Like,
there's
if you're- if
options.
you're-
Thinking, I mean,
if
yeah,
you don't want gluten or you want
It's
to, you know what I mean?
pretty-
Like a lot of people, they
pretty
like to talk to
simple.
the chef saying, I have allergies or my kid has allergies.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit harder on the app.
Yeah, it does take a little bit longer, obviously. But there is all those options, allergy options, all of that on
Yeah.
right there.
I mean, I do
And-
mobile order for McDonald's now, even at home. Like, I used it my last trip. That's all I did was mobile orders before COVID. So
Yeah.
You know what? I always get stuck next to the stinky person in line, so I will do mine the day before if I have to, my mobile reservation. Just so I don't have to stand next to some people.
yeah.
Just saying.
Steve has a good point here. Disney didn't used to nickel and dime you when you went to Disney and you knew
No.
what it was going to cost. Now it seems they're trying to grab every penny that they can. And I think that would have happened even if COVID didn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have to agree. Monica says use an Uber, go direct without a wait or other stops. The price is going to be close to the same as the bus.
Yeah.
Katie's okay with mobile order. Victor says he does mobile food orders.
I think it's a bit different at Walt Disney World than it is Disneyland because Disneyland, everything isn't open yet.
Yeah.
So that's
Mhm.
a little bit of the problem
Yeah,
as well.
because at Disney World we didn't seem to have any problem with getting mobile ordering
Right.
when we wanted it. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
anywhere in the park or out of the park, I mean, just it was fine. So I guess like I say, I haven't had that experience.
One of the
where-
things that I don't like, and I don't know if that's what Mary was saying, but you can't go in and pick your seat prior to your food order being ready. So that was one thing that was difficult, especially for 6 of us, because we
Mhm.
needed to go in and like get a table, but you
Yeah.
all have to sit out front of the quick service until you have the little check mark saying your order's ready, and then you can go in and try to find a table. So that was a little bit annoying, but maybe that's going to be changing now because of the
I'm
drop
sure a lot of
guidelines.
that is going to be changing as the
Mhm.
COVID restrictions change. And everything's being loosened up. I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
we know when you have to wear masks anymore, except on the buses. And yeah, a lot of that is changing right now. So a lot of that kind of hassle is going to go away.
I'll say I like the convenience of mobile order, of just being in one place and knowing I can go pick it up as soon as I'm done with this ride or this
and
shop.
it
Yeah,
stores your like
that's what
credit card in
United
there,
says.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
if you have a past discount, it stores that in there, so you don't have to worry about having all that out. It takes all that right off as well.
Well, yeah, and the fact that you like Jason was saying, it's like you can be like wherever in the park, go, okay, this is where I'm walking towards.
Hmm.
Let's place my order. By the time I get there, it'll be ready.
Yeah.
And if you see a ride you really want with like a 5-minute wait in the middle of the day or whatever you're headed over there, you can just, hop on real quick.
Yeah, so it's like
Yeah.
it
Exactly.
gives
I
you
like-
a little bit more flexibility.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's
I like that.
that's something I like about it. So I do hope they keep mobile ordering around at least as an option.
I think they will.
Yeah.
Yeah. T9 says we use the electric umbrella on our way out of Epcot. That's perfect. There you go. Yeah. Or if once in Casey's opens on your way out, you pop in and get a hot,
Oh
Walking through
yeah,
that
that would be
tonight.
great. I mean, it's like all these people. It's like because otherwise they're all packed in there,
Yeah.
just trying to get it like that.
Or
last
if you're a real Disney fan, you get a Monte Cristo.
you get that for lunch. What are you talking about? You strange
Breakfast.
person, you.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Can't get that to go. The outside will be soggy.
You bring Ziploc bags, a little dry ice, you're
Alrighty.
good to go.
Okay, we don't have a panda breathing down our neck today because John's not having a show, but I got to go to another show. So let's wrap this up. This Saturday, 10 a.m.
10 a.m. Eastern.
Tour podcast live, the first time ever. Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern, right?
10 a.m.
10
Eastern.
a.m. Eastern, roughly an hour. So
Holly, you'll be there?
I don't know. It's kind of early.
So we'll have at least Jay and George.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
And
I'll
maybe
probably
someone
be there.
Uh-oh.
I'm off this week. I'll
Oh,
probably
cool,
be there.
because
Oh, okay. That's
that'd be
good.
great because we need adult supervision.
Yeah.
This will be
I was like,
the
someone has to be there too.
We need someone to, keep us in line.
happy early birthday to Holly.
Thanks, Mom.
Mary's saying 10 a.m. is early for her. She says that's time she goes to bed.
Yeah, 10 a.m. is early for her, so 7 a.m. is really early for me.
10 a.m. is actually kind of late for me because I want to get going and doing things already by 10 a.m.
Right, it is.
Okay, now you say it. Now that we've already set the schedule.
It's not my call
Thanks.
because this is the only Saturday I'll be
Thanks.
available for a long time. So
Okay.
it's not my call.
Come be there at the first one with us. It'll be fun.
What's happening on Grand Circle Tour podcast, guys?
Oh, let's see. Well, we still haven't recorded it, but we are going to be talking about the Avengers Campus
Okay.
on our next show.
That should be released on Friday. And passengers, we have been moving the episodes a little bit later in the week, and we thank you for not being cranky with us while we do that. It's
Yep,
working a
schedules
lot
have
easier for
been-
us.
Schedules have been a little wonky for a lot of us lately, so we are all trying to
Sure. Blame the
do what we
schedule guy.
can and pull it
Yeah,
all
some
together.
people
So,
are
yeah,
taking
we've been
too many vacations around here.
It's not me and my wheel of destiny that's the problem. It's you guys is having too many vacations.
yeah, we're all we're all having a little difficulties.
We
with
have
our-
the same crew on all month because everyone else's schedules, mine included.
So yeah, so we're not even recording this episode until a little later this week, but that is the plan. We're going to talk about the new Avengers Campus, so I'm looking forward to that, and it should be a great show.
I have to run. I got to record a solo show in like 15 minutes, so we're gonna have this Thursday is Jake Law. He's from Kiwi that's living in Shanghai,
Okay,
and where he's talking what's happening in Shanghai Disney now as far as post-COVID.
Cool.
and
a
he
year-
had been
a
on
year
your
ago.
show before, right?
He was on a year ago, yeah. So
Yeah,
that's
okay.
coming out this Thursday, and the show I'm recording is with the Hidden Mickey guy, Steve Barrett.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
nice.
So
Oh,
that's going to be out
yeah.
next Thursday on the solo show. So
Steve is a
I
lot
get-
of fun.
Yeah.
It-
So yeah.
Hmm.
As always, we're brought to you by Dream Creators Travel. If you can dream it, they can create it.
and someday I will remember their tagline, but not today. Oh,
So it's been fun, guys.
this has been a lot of fun. Thank you all.
Yeah, we'll see you next week. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. And
Hi.
if I can find the outro, there it is. Have a great week, everybody. Stay safe.
Goodbye.
Holly hates Monte Cristo.